Morning everyone, Peter Parks here. I'm out here with Rob. We're on the golf course and we thought we'd just give you a little update as to the golf course, its current situation and the kind of work that Rob's doing on a day-by-day basis at the moment. We did this last video 15 weeks ago and that was talking about snow, so things have changed slightly as you can see from the landscape. But I'll just pass over to Rob now and Rob can explain what's been happening recently at the club.
Thank you, Pete. Hi everyone, thanks for checking in. Again, weather always seems to be about the weather and how strange it is at the moment. Here we go again. Hottest summer since 1976. We are now approaching week 7 without any rain, so unfortunately the grass is showing some signs of stress here, there and everywhere. A lot of questions I'm being asked at the moment along the lines of is brown grass dead grass? And to keep the answer short, no, it's not. We've got lots of things going on in lots of different areas. So the greens are different from the fairways and the fairways are different from the tees. So to cut a long story short, again, with our irrigation regime, we do irrigate just the tees and the greens, collars and aprons. At the moment, I'm having to really refocus on where I'm putting that water as an efficient resource. We are monitored every day and every month on how much water we can actually physically take. We are on a tributary to the River Eden, so I am subject, as most people are, to the laws of the land, and the Environment Agency do enforce quite heavily how much water we can get. So we're not on a borehole and we're not on mains or anything like that. We are purely from the holes in the ground that the rain fills up. So this is why I'm now having to balance the books with water. So things that I'm looking at, I have to now prioritise. So the fairways are kind of going to have to look after themselves, and they do on the face of it. When you look behind me, some of it looks a bit worse than others. The brown grass isn't dead grass, as I said. It's gone into a survival mode. It's gone into a dormant state. What's happening is it's letting something go. The plant, the brains as it were, is down in the root and it's going, do you know what? I don't need my leaves to survive, so I'm going to let them dehydrate and I'm going to send all that moisture back down into my roots, and that's where I'm safe. And I'll sit there quite snug in the ground waiting for the next rain. It's just evolution, really. It can actually form a little bit of a waxy coating around its roots as well, so it encapsulates itself and retains that moisture down in the soil just to keep it like nice and safe until the next rain. However, then you come to things like the greens. Now, we are a sports facility, and as such you expect to have, you know, decent greens. So do I. So all the time now I'm looking at different things. So I've got various tools in the box. My main tool is the overnight irrigation. So we have pop-up sprinklers. Now, as I say, we're approaching week 7 with no rain. I am now on a fixed budget for my water resource. So consider your household budget. You know, you have to allocate money for food or bills throughout the month. I'm the same with my water. I have to try and forecast what's happening. And at the moment, there's no rain significant forecast. So I've been budgeting for some time because there's only so much water in the pond. And I am looking forward to what to do next. So things that you don't see, you guys don't see very often, these are in the ground. These are our sprinkler systems. So these are set down into the ground and they come up automatically at night time, giving us a good coverage of water on our greens currently. There's lots of different things we can check, and I'm checking at the moment. Every single cupful of water at the moment is important to me. So I'm going around, I'm checking the arcs of sprinklers to make sure that I'm not going off target too much. I'm actually going around with my pitot gauge, putting it in the jet stream as it were, and I can read the pressures that I'm getting, and I can now start balancing the irrigation system a little bit more effectively to get water where it needs to go. We are on a monthly wetting agent program. So the wetting agent is basically a soil surfactant, which is like a soap. So as I said earlier, when the roots are encapsulated with a little waxy coating, what the surfactant tends to do is like your fairy washing up liquid, something like that. It dissolves the waxes. So we're trying to keep the waxes away and rehydrate that plant as much as possible. We're almost making it rehydrate from underneath. Other things that I'm keeping an eye on at the moment are my moisture levels. And we can see I come here with this gadget, which is basically my moisture meter that you merely poke in the ground with the probes, and you can escape and reading sensor. That gives me 14.3. So then I move it just a wee bit to this, what on the face of it looks like dead grass or brown grass. I'll do another meter reading and I'm at 15.3. You'd say to me that's counterintuitive because that's green and less, and that's brown but more percentage. And by the way, I need to be about 20, so we're not too bad for percentage. But what's happening is at the moment is I've got so many different species of grass on the green. They're all coping in different ways. So at the moment, the bent grass, for example, is loving it. The poa, not so much. It doesn't like the heat, and we've had this strong east-northeast wind for so long now. It's like a hairdryer on these greens. So we are balancing everything quite, at the moment, touch wood, with the water we got, not too bad. The moisture is in the ground, different cultivars, dealing with it in different ways. So all we're doing now is just for you guys, please be reassured, we are on the case. Don't just think that it's brown grass, it's dead grass. We're on it, we're monitoring it. I've got all these tools, all these tricks, but I probably waffle too much. But suffice to say, I've only got so much water, and if I have to do the rain dance, I will.
Thanks very much, Rob. Hope that's been useful to you all, everybody. Enjoy your golf in the sunshine, and we'll catch up with you soon.